Taking time out is an obligation. It's not a luxury. Do you sometimes feel very guilty for actually just feeling that I wish I could just take time out from being a mother, from being a business person, from being a partner? I just need some time out. If that is you, you're not alone, because I'm telling you, I am feeling that right now. I've been going through quite a tough time in the past couple of weeks. And for you that's been gumming along with me along the road, will actually see, if you know, is when I get tired, my eyes go deeper and deeper into my eye sockets. And I get dark rings around my eyes. Which one of you, who of you feel exactly like that? Knows that feeling? And if you feel that you just need time out, it's actually your inner self that is screaming to say, I need time out to look after me. And wanting time out does not mean that you want to neglect your relationship, that you want to neglect your children. No, it means it's an obligation that you have towards yourself, towards your relationship, and towards your children, and towards everybody else that cross your path where you have to serve them. It's an obligation to take time out. You know, I was thinking about, and I heard with a lot of my clients this week, where people are screaming and shouting to say, I just cannot keep up the pace. I don't have hardly time for myself. And I think as parents, we often fall into that trap. As partners, we often fall into that trap. We are so focused on making sure that the relationship, the family, everything is on par, that everybody gets what they need, that we forget to look after ourselves. I remember as a young girl, and I was at varsity, and I came home, and I actually opened my mom's cupboard door the one day, and I realized there's hardly new clothes in the cupboard. I've seen the same clothes for the past 10 years. And all four of us as children, our needs were always met. And I actually told my mom the one day, and I thank heavens for the wisdom as a youngster I had during that time. And I said to my mom, we're going to go shopping. And we're going to go shopping for you. And I remember we were walking, and past every clothes rack that we walked, and she would stop and say, but this would look beautifully on you. And I kept on saying, today we're not buying anything for me. And by 10 o'clock that morning, she burst into tears and she said, can I just buy you a pair of socks? And I realized that she has forgotten how to look after herself. And I could see how she was getting tired. And today, that is a reminder in my head that I will always cherish. Because what I witnessed then was how important it was for her to actually start looking after herself, to start looking after herself, because the obligation, she steps in, she's the mother, but she's a partner as well. And she cannot show up to be the best version of herself if she doesn't take the time out. And we often feel guilty for taking time out. No, you have to know to say, this is it. I need to go and recharge me. Not because I'm selfish, not because I don't love you, not because I don't want to be with you, just because I need to not lose myself in this so that I can get perspective, that I can prioritize better, that I can process my own emotions, my own things that are going, so that I can show up emotionally more balanced, emotionally more healthy, that I can take charge of my own reactions, my own emotions, my own being, to maintain my own independence, my own sense of self. Yes, taking time out, looking after yourself is an obligation that you have towards yourself firstly. And when you do that, you can be there for your family, for your partner, and for everybody else that you need to serve, that you need to show up for. Let me know in the chat below if this is something that you needed to hear today. Because I've been walking around feeling this, and I have a very strong sense that I'm not the only one. And I want to give you today permission as me, as Christa in Tuesdays with Christa, where we choose to thrive. If we want to thrive, we have to choose wisely. We have to choose to show up for ourselves first, so that we can be the best mother, the best partner, the best lover that we want to be. So stop feeling guilty if you have the feeling that it's time for time out. And time out does not mean running away. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Be mindful to just go and take 5 minutes and tell the whole family, I need 5 minutes to regroup, to just breathe, to feel what I'm feeling, so that I can come back and be the mother, be the lover, be the partner that I so badly want to be for you. I had this morning a woman sit across from me crying because she's starting to snap at everybody. She's starting to behave in a way that she doesn't want to. She feels she is a bad mother. And the bottom line of it all is she's actually sick and needs to go and just lie down and recover, so that she can then be the best person to show up in the way that she so desperately wants to show up as. So taking time out is an obligation. And I want you, if you're feeling tired, go and identify 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do something that fills your soul, that's good for you. And don't feel guilty about it, because it's an obligation. You owe that to yourself and to everyone that shares your life. I hope this is a complete different, off the cuff, just me talking to you as a mother, as a partner, as a lover, as a business person. And if you've wondered whether you need to feel guilty, or that whether you're a bad person for not wanting time out, no. It's your inner soul screaming for you to listen and really just take the time to recover, regroup, prioritize, take charge of your inner being and show up in a much healthier, dynamic and better way. Hope you have an amazing week. I'll see you next week, and I'm going to make sure that this week I take the time out and I am going to show up for me first, so that I can show up for everybody else that I care for and that I love and that I want to be there for them, the best version of me. Let me know in the chats below if this has hit home for you. Give me a thumbs up. If this is how you feel, let me know what you're going to do to take time out, small things, to just make sure mindfully you are there for yourself. Have an amazing week. See you next week. Tuesdays with Christa, where we choose to thrive while we are human and we take responsibility for ourselves first. Have an amazing week.